Ladies and gentlemen, we're on a road trip. We'll see you there. Hello everybody, right, so we've made it for our first destination for this weekend's road trip. So I'm currently at Withern Mill Trout Fishery. It's an absolutely beautiful place. I fished here probably about 5 or 6 years ago, and the ponds are stocked with some monstrous trout. But the bonus to this place is that, as you can see on that far bank there, there's a river. And under your day ticket, you can also fish that river, and there's grayling and some big brown trout. I've heard some stories of some really big brownies in there. So there's a bit of a breeze at the moment, but the sun's trying to get out. I'm going to let the day go through and see how it comes up with the rise, and we might get a bit of dry fly action on the river later, we'll see. But we'll have a go. I'm just going to get set up. I'm going to get the intermediate set up, and I'll also set up the 4-weight in the hope of getting out with it later on. So let's do it, guys. Let's go get some fish. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to Withern Mill Trout Fishery. Right, here we go. We're going to get on the water. I'm going to head to the left because the wind's going to be then on my back. This is the river stretch. Like I say, I've got the 4-weight, so maybe later on we'll head up here and have a go. Apparently it's got some very big grayling and some very, very big brown trout. There was a tale of a chap who caught a big grayling, and as he was landing it, he got taken by an even bigger brownie, and they managed to land both fish. Geese is having a chat away, so we'll have a go on this later on. It's all covered by the same ticket. I've got a catch and release ticket only for today. Lovely stretch of river. Be a nice easy piece of water to fish as well. It's not very wide, so just simple roll cast across there. So, oh hello, hello swan, baby swan. Yes, we've got this one, and there's another 2 or 3 this way, I believe. So I've got the 7-weight, I've got the intermediate on, which is what Matt the owner's advised. Just see how we get on, eh? I think I'll head up this way because there's 2 anglers there. And we'll see how we get. Come back to you in a little bit, guys. Right, so I've decided on this swim here for the minute. I'm just going to pinch down the barb on this fly because, like I say, I'm on a catch and release ticket. I want to be able to release those fish as easy as possible without causing too much stress to them. And it looks like he's got dye in the water here. Try and keep the weed growth down a bit. Maybe it's gin clear normally. Just pinch that down. So I'm fishing on a hothead black damsel. On the intermediate, got a 9-foot leader, and then a length of 8-pound 4 fluorocarbon tippet. There we go, it's nicely squished in. Right, so let's get casting. Got my line tray. Great thing is none of these pools are massive, so in terms of your cast, you don't need to go miles. Let that fly get down. You're on the rules here, no roly-polies allowed. You're not allowed to fish a snake, and you're not allowed to fish a roly-poly method. So we'll have nice long pulls. We've got all day. Here we go, second cast. So this fish, I was just trailing the fly and he came up for it. So I just left it there and he came back and absolutely whacked it. Come on then, mate. Excellent, second cast. There we go. Just trailing it. Up he came. Whack. Come on then, mate. There we go. Beautiful. Second cast. Well, actually it was the third cast because the second cast I cocked up. All right, mate. All right. Calm down. Calm down, fella. Let's get my hands wet on the net. We'll unhook him, hold him up for you, and we'll get him back in. There he is. He's a bit mucky. We'll get him back. There he goes. Thank you, fish. Not bad for your second cast. There he is. You can see him sat there. Get on. That's the way to start your day, isn't it? Right, I'm sorted. After that fish, my bloody line got itself in a right pickle. I had knots and Christ knows what everywhere. But it's all sorted now. There. Right, so we'll let that fly get down. And again, it was just quite long, vigorous strokes I was giving that line. And it came right up to the rod point there. I saw him come out from under the bank there. So I just trailed the fly and whack. Got him. That was cool. I enjoyed that. Good way to start the day, eh? Not a bad fish neither, probably about 2.5 pound. Lovely jubbly. Happy boy. Already met some nice people. Already caught a fish. Sun's trying to shine. Birds are hooting. Don't get much better really, does it? So we've had a few issues so far. I had a big knot in my line. And then somehow the end of my line wrapped between the second and third eye around the blank. I don't know how that happened. And I've sorted that now. And then the bloody camera wouldn't work. So I've just sorted that as well. We're back fishing. Again, just let that bead sink. Let the line get it down. Right, so I've just moved up lakes. I've got Keith here to my left. He was just saying there's a brown there that's reported to be about 18 pound. So that'd be an interesting take, wouldn't it, if we had it? This is a much shallower lake than that one to my left. Much shallower margins, much more fishable margins. So we're staying with the same fly for now. So it does work. Oh, that was it. That was the bottom. They were at the bottom. So bringing this back quite quick, especially if there's browns in here. So they're quite ferocious predators. I just had a fish rise right in front of me, just here. So we're just going to finish this retrieve. Ooh, that's the bottom. There's a snag there. Got it. Still got a fly? Yeah. Right, I've had some lunch, I'm recharged. Conditions aren't great, you know, the wind's really starting to pick up now and temperature's dropping, which isn't great. I haven't mentioned it yet, but I'm camping tonight. I'm actually staying in a tent, which is still in the boot of the car. I need to put it up. And I'm a bit worried because this wind is really quite brisk now. So we'll see. I've only had the one so far, nothing yet. One of the two anglers over there had one just as I was walking off to get my lunch, probably about the same size as the one I had, except he's clonked his for the table. Don't blame the chap. If I wasn't staying away from home tonight, I'll probably have kept that one. So we're going to keep going. We've got a good couple of hours fishing ahead of us. Just trying to change up the flies, change up the retrieve pattern, and just keep moving to try and find them. But this wind's starting, the temperature's definitely dropped, the wind's definitely picked up, and the fish are down deep without question. But we shall endeavour to catch more. That's what they all think of my fishing efforts. Well, the day's drawing to an end, ladies and gentlemen, and I think I gave myself a curse by catching that fish early on. But then saying that, I don't think there's that Keith guy. He didn't have anything and went. There's a older chap here. He had one, but I didn't see him take anything else. So I think Matt, the fishery owner, did say it's hard going at the moment, so I'm quite pleased that I managed to get the one, to be fair. But a lovely day out nonetheless. I'm gonna have to call it a day soon because I've got a tent to pitch, food to cook, and sleep to catch. So I'm going to give it another 10 minutes. If we get anything, we'll come back to you. If not, we'll see you on the campsite, folks. Right, I'm up the pitch. Got to pitch my tent. Lovely little spot. Got little ponds there, out over the countryside. 18 quid for the night. You can't really beat that, can you? So for a day's fishing, catch and release, and for a night's camping, 40 quid. You can't really beat that, can you? So I'm gonna get set up. We'll see you in a minute. minor panic. Could I get that started? Could I? Heck. New gas cylinder, so hopefully it just needed to breathe through, but it's going now. So we're brewing up, ready for some, and then get ready for some food. See you in a little bit, guys. Right, so what have we got for tonight's culinary delights? We've got no light. Cross and Blackwell's vintage vegetable. I'm sure it will look like something on Bank Street in Newquay on a Sunday morning. Hopefully it will taste a bit better. Let's get cooking. Well, as I strongly suspected, it does look like something that's found on 4th Street on a Saturday morning in Newquay, but even cold, it tastes all right. We'll survive. Right, I'll heat this up, get it eaten, and then chill for a bit. Scran's nearly ready. Doesn't smell too bad. Tastes like you can live on it. It's bubbling away nicely, so I reckon those spuds will be cooked now. Let's see what it's like, eh? God, it's like being back in the military on exercise, eating out of a tin. Tin? Tin. I'll eat to that. Again, my theory of it looking like something on 4th Street in Newquay on a Sunday morning wasn't far wrong. Could do a bit of pepper, but it's warm, it's edible. Bottoms up, everyone.
Good morning, everybody. It's not even 6:15 in the morning. I've woken up before my alarm. I don't know if you can hear this, but the dawn chorus is insane. That's what's woken me up. Just listen for a minute. There's songbirds, there's wood pigeon, there's been geese, there's been pheasant. It's almost deafening. My alarm's got set for 7:15, and I've probably been awake about 5 minutes. I'm fighting to wake up, stay asleep because of the noise. I'd rather that than traffic or aircraft, which is what I've had all week. Anyway, I'm going to get my house up soon, get sorted out, have some breakfast, and get back on the road, ready for the next adventure. Guys, see you later. Tweet. Right guys, I'm whispering because I've got caravans there and there. I'm just going to collapse the tent. Just been and used the ablutions, cleaned my teeth, had a bit of a splash. I had a good night's sleep. Bit of an early morning wake up call as you saw, but then I'm going to get back on the road. So we're heading next to a fishery called Eleanor. And we've got a bit of a, hopefully, if it stays as still as it is now, we've got a float tube. So we're going to get on the float tube today and do a bit of strip bank fishing as well. So I'm looking forward to it. We've got about an hour and a half drive ahead of us, and then we'll get on, get some. Cheers guys, see you later.